Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to another day of Astrogravitational Report and Wisdom here. Thank you so much for the new subscribers and thank you for the comments, guys. I appreciate it. This will be the report for December 16th, as you see it. But there's gonna be some very interesting energies today talking about it took me a while. I look at it, the maps and took a little time to sink in. Then I look at it again and seeing it a little bit more deeply. What is it going on? What can I give you the best? This is gonna be a very hard kind of like a day as the energies that is gonna be triggering your feminine side. Talking about this feminine side, is that the moon transiting into Aquarius. She's going to be square Venus, and Venus has no positive aspects currently with nobody. There, especially that Mercury goes retrograde and Venus goes forward. There is no any more aspect than yesterday. But currently, Venus is here, the Moon is up here, and we have Jupiter and Uranus here. So when at the Moon, it's right now squaring the Venus, she's going to be squaring Jupiter, and 10 at the end is going to be squaring Uranus. And that's not going to be pretty because the moon also is not going to have a positive aspect except the midheaven and ascendant when it makes configurations there. My suggestion is look at it inside of you. Why would the universe will does that? And picture that screen that you guys have right now within you is like the universe is turning, the life it goes on, and everything is okay. It's just right now you have to look at it inside of you of the things that needs to be really honestly looked within yourself. The honesty, the truth that it's coming is gonna be help you so you can know how to overcome what you have to overcome. Don't forget about it that right now, currently, the moon represents the intuitions that prevent you of your evolution. You can't stop evolution. You can't stop this big giant universe out there. You can't stop the Milky Way, the galaxy. Can't stop that. You can't stop the sun trying to spin in there and do its work. You can't stop the planets. But what you can stop on it in there is looking at your energies in your situations within your shadow self in there, within the underworld, what you can recreate, how you can transmuting those negative aspects, and what is that going to help you into the future. Okay, so in a month, the energies they're going to be a little different, but that is a preparing you right now. What you're going to do, you to be ready for the energies that are coming ahead about the next month. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to be giving you some, as the usual, uh, chart. So here is talking about at 7 o'clock in the morning, midheaven, it's going to be in good positions with the moon. We're talking about this maintaining balance situations in there. While the sun is got only negative aspect, that is another thing you guys have to look at the authority. Do you authorize the negative side inside of you? So too much to bear, too much to handle. And especially that right now it's even the Mercury retrograde it goes in the same things. I mean things are heavy. We won't be getting it in there. But those heavy energies, they're going to be helping you to develop yourself. Okay? Don't forget about it that the graffiti as an element is very soft. Okay? It's making the pencils there. But under the right pressure and conditions becomes a diamond. And that's how you have to look at it yourself. Are you getting this diamond shape within yourself? Are you following what the universe does it and work on you? and you become this shining bright diamond. But you gotta have this balance inside of you within yourself. So at 7 o'clock in the morning, the midheaven is at Libra, but that's gonna be squaring Mercury retrograde. Yeah, the balance is throwing off because now instead of having a balance with somebody, dog contractions with somebody, or anything that it's going on with others, you have to shift it from within yourself. It's kind of like, well, I love my relationships. I love my partnership. I love my business ships. I love everything that I do. Now, what the heck? I have to look within myself. All of a sudden, I see my partner looking with himself. What the heck? Understanding this is a Mercury retrograde to create a better version within you. That better version from within you is going to be developing on a better relationship in all your areas of life. But as I said right here, be mindful about Venus is opposing Uranus. That is you're trying to opposing the love that universe gave you, and you're trying to demanding a love from the universe. Yeah, he can't. The universe is universe. He's gonna make it. He's gonna give you. All you have to do is adapting into the universe. And since that energy between the moon and Venus is gonna be increasing over the day, as you see it right here, currently the moon at 7 o'clock in the morning, she is gonna be squaring Jupiter, the growth. And there will be no growth. It's kind of like I'm not growing in this position, so I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. It's not about the growth, guys. When did the growth stops? The growth stops when you reach the limits. But the limits are there to tell you where you to evolve. So if you change your mind, if you change your thinking process inside of you, you are gonna find one of the greatest things that you ever do. You grew, you evolve. All right, so let's zip it up through the hours. At 8 o'clock, there's going to be a very big divine energies, as we're talking about here. The ascendant and the sun, they're going to be pouring divine energies towards the universe, and that's going to bring the balance. When you know the universe can bring you the balance, and you're accepting the things in the universe, the things is going to be getting great for you. Looking at that energy is coming from the sun and Mars, and then it's gonna go into the midheaven, the inner work that you're going to do because it's striving for that balance, and that is gonna be coming into this visions inside of you. We talked about yesterday about the visions, and what kind of visions do you authorize in there? Just to remind you, reality check. What is in the 5D should be the same thing into a 3D. If there isn't, what is going on in 5D and what is going on in 3D? Maybe the one doesn't match the other because it's lacking actions. All right, so here is one of those time of the day for it midheaven. It's together with Venus in there. Ascendant is with Mercury. There is still this little energy because of the midheaven. It's a little bit before Venus, and at ascendant is a little bit before Mercury. So there's these connections that's going to be remind you. It's like be mindful what you're telling yourself. And Venus is right here, opposing both Jupiter and Uranus together with the midheaven. At the same time, the Sun, it is squaring this Neptune. And here is the Moon, your emotions. The Moon is currently at 9 degrees on Aquarius. It is squaring Jupiter and it's squaring here midheaven and Venus. And this is going to be the beginning of that inner work that tells you you have to work on this. You're the only one who's got to work in there. Don't look for somebody else. Don't look for anything else. You're the one who's got to work into these positions. And this is going to be the energy of 9 o'clock for it. At 10 o'clock, as you see it, midheaven, it's moving into deeper at the end of Scorpio. That is this blue triangle. A lot of emotions, a lot of tears, a lot of cries maybe in there. But this is going to be strengthening. We are talking about the strength from within, the reality from within, and the need of the transformations that it's pushed. Some of you is going to be felt like you're pushed, you are hurt from this pushed, you are not in the right, you are kind of like, why is this happening to me? well, you reach out your best positions, your limits, and instead of going down and lower everything down, you're right now to pushing through the threshold, through pushing through this wall. Some of you, maybe you're gonna find the walls that you're facing now, they're yours. Nobody else building them. You think the other people have built that wall? No, that's your wall. The people have their own walls they need to tear down. Are you gonna be tearing it down? You're gonna find out tomorrow what is that has to do with anything. All right, so talking about in the next hour, that is going when the ascendant is this time with pretty much with the moon. You see this red lines up here. As I said, Venus and Scorpio. I actually told you about this um, in the other reports. When Venus is in Scorpio, she's in the underworld. And right now, then the universe is pushing her at that 13 degrees of Scorpio. It's pushing her more down. Some of you are gonna feel like I'm going more into negative emotions, negative energies, negative situations, but I carry the love with me. You feel that? Great. That's how you're supposed to feel. But that love, you are about to shine it there within yourself. Open up these energies, open up your heart, open up your emotions, open up this value within yourself. Put the love inside of you to shine and break it up in there. And the moon is gonna show you this. The moon's gonna shows up. Be mindful about this daughter mother situations in there. Some of you is gonna be kind of like I didn't learn that from my mother. I never had this from my mother. You can blame your mother. You can blame your intuitions. You can blame anything. The blame, shame, and the guilt is not gonna help you to solve the problem. The only thing that's gonna solve you the problem is get your stuff, if you know what I mean by that, together, put your things together inside of you, and see it, these limits inside of you, and go from there, passing those limits. Just because I didn't learn it from my mother doesn't mean I cannot learn it from the world. Just because I had not developed this, whatever I had to develop, that doesn't mean I cannot develop it in there. Right now, it only shows me what I have not developed. Not for me to go and feel sorry for my rear end that I don't have this and I have to be acting on the principle of the victim. So people can feel sorry for me and I can have energies from them and I can feel good because the people loves me. Where is the self-love? Where is the self-development? Where is that independence inside of you? So when you're independent, you can be an interdependent relationship. That's what you have to look. Time for revolution, guys. Time for revolution. So, talking about the next hour, Ascendant is going to be very close to Neptune. That's going to put some pressure on the masculine energies because the feminine is like, oh, you don't love me, you don't this, you don't that. And the masculine is like, what the hell are you smoking? Give it to me. Um, I'm talking about these confusions that's going to be are coming in there. And look at it inside the masculine energies. Maybe you guys looking at for the relationship or the understanding from the feminine energies, and the feminine energies is like, dude, don't touch me, don't talk to me right now. I have my own stuff to do. You should go do your stuff. Okay, don't worry, everything is okay, everything is all right. Just right now, I I'm dealing with my things. But some of the masculine energies, they are demanding attentions. They are attention seekers, especially. You might gonna have some issues with those energies, especially that midheaven connecting with the sun, the only energies with the universe. And this is what I'm saying. Leave the things in the universe. Don't take an actions. Take a break. That doesn't mean that during this time, actually, what I'm suggesting you, if you have issues with your partnership, relationship, um, situationships, spiritual ships, whatever ships you have, as long as it's not a starship, you can leave it out away from here. The gravity is gonna change. Anyway, oh, oh, that was funny. Uh, talking about that, I was in just one joke for it, but Oh my God. Okay. We're talking about this relationships that you have inside in there. It is about you to take a break, go look at yourself, use the power of Mercury retrograde. Okay, go take a weekend off. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna go to this meditation center. I'm gonna be go out in this yoga retreat. I'm gonna be going to this masculine empowerment men's workshop. I'm gonna go ahead and do some studies. I'm gonna be working on this and so on. If you need me, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. It's not about losing connection and so on. I need to work on me. Okay. I need to work on me. Beautiful, beautiful energy instead of you wondering about what's going on. Yeah, you still better have some spaceship. All right, so talking about a midheaven in there, that is going to be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The ascendant is going to be with the North Node, and that is a why you're working on it. The authority currently connecting with the North Node, it is about whatever you are doing right now. It is to do something with your destiny. You to fulfill your destiny. You to find your destinies in there. But that destiny in there, it is interesting from within yourself. You to find this courage. Where the courage is, Mars. So as you see it on your screen, the moon as a moving forward, the moon is sextiling Mars, and Mars has that energies with the universe. You find the courage and the strength within the universe when all things are failing. Then you're looking for the divine. This is gonna be awakening time for a lot of people. But at the same time, some of the people who are in the other, they don't want to awake. They don't see the things. They have the codependency. Some of you maybe trigger a similar energies you to go through this dark night of the soul situations in there that you're gonna find some truth within yourself about what is it going on. All right, so talking about the next hour, little bit better energies as you see it from within you. The ascendant is with the universe. It tells you, I'll be all right. Trust, have faith within me. I'm giving you everything. Don't focus on these things that nobody loves you, nobody this, and so on and so on. You need to evolve in there. You need to. That's what you're there. You're the seed on underground. And right now you're crying that there is no darkness, there is no light, and nobody cares for you, and you're not seeing what's going on in the world. You're in the dark. Your love is in the dark. Actually, it's to find the light from within you, evolve, and become this beautiful blooming that it's coming there. That is the purpose. Okay? You are the seed of this. But you have to find the courage to open up and allow these energies to go inside of you, mold you, open it up. But the opening begins first from where? From inside out. You break that shell of the seed, the outside seed in there, and then the moisture goes inside. And that energies that comes in within you and they fill you up, they fill you up. And you're like, oh, I can transmute those energies within me and I can begin to grow. And you have that sprout going in there with yourself. That's what this is. It's rebirth. That of the things that your ego projecting about love and the right love, it's an emerging from there. It's called resurrection. All right, so after that hour in there, as you see it, this is going to be at 3 o'clock. The midheaven is going to be pretty much with the moon. The energy is going to be intense again within that positions here. Venus doesn't have any more oppositions with Jupiter. It's only have oppositions with the universe. And at the same time, the moon doesn't have any more oppositions uh, with with Jupiter. They're gonna be stopping in the next hour, and you're gonna have only that squaring with I'm sorry, not opposition, but squares with Jupiter. It's gonna have only that squaring with the universe. So from now on, at this point, your feminine energy is gonna be telling you, look inside of you. This energies here that I'm talking about is gonna come in heated at the moment, but you have to be a friend to yourself with those energies, learning about the friendshipness and what is going on. In the hard time, the friendshipness, it is the benefits within yourself. You to become your best friend. You to become your best friend. But when your best friends are in a war within themselves, and you demanding they to help you and they cannot help themselves, you think that they are not our best friends. And this is what can create a conflict. And that comes in because the ascendant, the rising energies are opposing Mars. You're like, I need this help right now. You're demanding it there. I need this friendshipness right now. You're my friend. You should help me. You should quit the wood. But you're demanding it there. We don't know what is going on with your friend or your partner. And you have to find the courage inside of you to look that the intuitions to lead you. As you see at the moon, you have this sextile with Mars, but also the moon has this beautiful trine with the ascendant. Very beautiful time. And we're talking about into the next hour. Midheaven is going at the end, pretty much of Aquarius. That is going to be squaring again Uranus in there. But the moon, it's coming with this sextile with Mars, is the courage to withstand of all this. Nobody loves me. I have no love, and I'm by myself. And there, basically, this energy could be pretty much like when the mother, for the very first time, she leaves the child at the daycare, and now that the child at the daycare is codependent on its mom, it doesn't know what's going on. I'm by myself. I'm in the darkness. I don't know what it is. Some of you may be gonna feel and look at the energies of abandonment with that energies. Okay, be mindful of what is going on and what you're learning right now. Okay, be very soft within yourself. Don't be a harsh, and don't be a harsh towards others. Okay, give them a love. Okay, but don't be a harsh. Don't be kind of like a pointing finger. It's your fault. You have not learned because of this and this. You don't know. You don't lower energies. Time out. Go above the lower energies. Go rise up. You're gonna rise up. I mean, come on. You see it in the chart in there. The moon is very beautiful, divine energies through Mars, but that ascendant, it is with the midheaven, and midheaven is with Venus. You're gonna find the mysteries at the end of the day. You're gonna be looking at those mysteries. Okay, it's gonna be remind you about it. Okay, you feel low, you feel this, you feel that. How about you look at it the positive side? How about you look at it that right now it's time for you to break down those limitations, not to go more within the limitations. It's time for you to break the jail, not go back into the jail, into the corner of your subconsciousness and stay in your fears. You either have a fear or you have love, but you can't have both. Okay? All right. So, talking about at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, that energy is going to be also very nice. The ascendant and Cancer is going to help with that energies with Neptune setting up these boundaries between fantasies, la la land, and so on with the reality. What is it going on within the real world in there? And you're gonna get some messages. You're gonna get the courage. You're gonna get to authority inside of yourself to do this. But you have to do it. But if you're not trusting of this courage, you to do have that courage inside of you to look the truth, to look yourself in the mirror and see what you can see. Because if you don't like what you see in the mirror, you can't fix the mirror, but you can fix yourself, how you look into it. How do you look yourself from within you? Because if you're looking in the mirror and you're so sad, okay, you can't fix what you see in the mirror. But through seeing it through the mirror, you can fix the original projections in the mirror. That's you. Okay. All right. So here it's at 7 o'clock. The ascendant is at Leo, and that is gonna be put some little bit divine energies from Saturn and Mercury retrograde. You need to remember those divine energies at the beginning of the Leo seasons in there. What did you learn? What did you study in there? And Mercury is gonna be remind you. Mercury is going to remind you. One way he does. But if you have not overcome those issues, even those issues they can repeat from the past year as well, look at it inside of you. What is it you did not do? You did not transform. Pluto have right now hold on into Jupiter because he's a square, but also if look at it on that situation, Pluto is also squaring the knots, and that's going to be going on for a little while longer. But there's going to be a release January. That's you guys going to find out. There's going to be beautiful January energies in a way that things is going to begin to move into the material world, begin to kind of like a fall in its in place. All right. So talking about the 8 o'clock in the afternoon energy, midheaven is at Aries. That's going to be squaring Pluto. But this ascendant right here that opposing the moon, that is going to create some issue. And we're talking about that this ascendant is going to be opposing the moon. The moon is squaring Venus and Venus squaring the ascendant. But all this is also squaring the universe, Uranus, the certain changes they need to do. The certain changes is the evolution, okay? And if you don't evolve, what do? You're degrading, you decomposing in there within yourself. And that is what the universe is trying to tell you. You may decompose right now, I may just do, but I'm giving you this power of you to reinnovate yourself, recreate yourself, go and grow and resurrect, rebirth. That is it, this power I gave you. And you're gonna find out because the ascendant, as you see it right here, those red lines, those thick red lines, they are gonna put pressure into the feminine energies. This is like this masculine Leo king. It's demanding. You need to love me. You need to appreciate me. You need to satisfy me. You have to pay attention to me. And where is the wisdom in that? Where is the masculine wisdom there? Right now is not the time about this. Right now is the time for you to look at it, the wisdom inside of yourself, and you to following the universe in there. You to see the right things as the way they are, see through the veil, living into the true moment. Because that fight right here of that ascendant of Leo, okay, that is gonna be pushing it too much, okay. But if you look at it, that blue thick line, which is that is a trine with Mars, that is one of the masculine energy has the courage to say what they need to say as the divine energy. But if you, as a feminine energies, explain what is it within you, the masculine energies understand you have not been loved properly, you have not matured properly. Maybe your mother didn't give you the love properly. And they're like, you know what? You can build it. You can open up your love. I'm next to you. You can be the best mother ever you can be. But you have to do something. You have to evolve. It's your responsibility to build that love from within you. Don't expect it from others. And see, that energy Okay, it's gonna come this courage that Mars energies, divine energies towards Uranus, and you're gonna learn it, but you're not gonna perform it now. You're gonna perform it in January. So be patient, guys. All right, so talking about that 9 o'clock energies, the ascendant is a divine energies with Neptune and Pluto. The end of the Leo season, the maturity is in there, you know. That's what we're talking about. But midheaven is between Jupiter and Uranus. That energy is there together with the moon. And this divine energy is between authority and the courage. They're going to help you a lot. Now your intuition is like, brace yourself. You're going through the shadow, but brace yourself. You can hold on. You can grow. You can grow up. You will understand in life, I don't have to be all the time by you. But don't use this energy of separations and breaking and use that energies to look inside of yourself about the things that you need to see from within. Okay, it's gonna help you, and this is why Pluto and Neptune, they're giving you this proper visions of growth in there, so the authority can be okay. That beautiful trine between the sun, there is a 24 degrees of Sag, it is actually a very beautiful energies with that ascendant. Okay. All right. So in the next hour, the energy is much better, which is that is a we're talking about this earthly energy. You grow. You're following all this path. You're following the universe. You grew. You grow. And there. Midheaven at 27 degrees, very beautiful energies with 24 degrees, the sun and Mars at some point in there. Very powerful energies with Pluto, but it's going to be squaring Saturn. If you didn't learn the lessons, nobody can help you. But if you learn, you can navigate the new. You can navigate the new energies, navigate the new stuff that it's coming to the earth. Because you're the new. You're the seed of the new world. You're the new generation. You building this new paradigm on earth. And I'll finish up here at 11 o'clock. As you guys been paying attention in the past week or so, that divine energies that are coming from Venus and Mercury right now still gonna be happening. Because in the end of the day, it's all about your soul and your spiritual friendshipness within you, in your ego. You to be okay, you to be alright, you to be good. But if you're in a war with yourself, you're not gonna be able to get into this. You're not seeing it because you're angry, you're mad. You don't see this divine hidden plan within yourself. And what you need to do is just listen your intuition and listen that divine energies that the universe is sending it to you throughout the day. But don't go to bed angry, don't go to bed with aggravations, demands, and so on and so on within you. What you need to focus within you is go ahead and use this energy of the ascendant going into Uranus, which is the universe, that goes into a Neptune, and that goes to Pluto. Okay, that's what you need to focus within yourself. And on the other side is that little support to Venus. You're loved. If you don't love yourself, how the others will love you? But you have to heal the love within yourself, by loving your own self. You do that, everything else is gonna be coming and falling in its place. All right, guys. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and come back tomorrow for another Astrogravitational report, guys. Be loved.